Hello and welcome to another update video about Sand. So yeah, with Sand, I haven't covered it obviously since the end of January, but luckily not too much has happened. I think my last video should have prepared you for the different scenarios, especially as we saw that expected fifth wave. Yeah, even though I'm questioning if this really is a fifth wave or an overshooting B wave, but we're going to talk about that in this video. So yeah, what is the idea? What's the scenario? So for me, there are a few possibilities, unfortunately, and that just has to do with the situation that this move up was a crystal clear three-wave move. I can't really count that actually as a five wave or fifth wave complete. It's yeah, I mean I could, but then I would have to count the entire move of the lows as diagonal, which is possible, and I count every, each of these moves as ABC, so that's actually possible. What I could be doing is say, okay, wave 1 was here, wave 2 was here, then we had an ABC in wave 1, wave 2 down, ABC in wave 3, this was 4, and wave 5 was finished. Everything in 3 waves. It's not ideal, but I think that's sort of my view. That's probably the best way to look at this, but it's messy, okay? But it is a valid count, but then each of the subwaves is an ABC. The only problem with this is that the wave 4 and wave 1 don't overlap. Now they don't always do that in this scenario, but because we don't have the overlap, it just leaves other options open. What else could it be? Well, it could very well be that we are still working on the fourth wave. This is unfortunately possible, and that this was just an A wave down, yeah. Or actually that the wave 4 was maybe completed here, yeah. So that this was an A wave down, a B wave overshooting, overshooting B wave, and the C wave down in wave 4. Let me actually check if we reacted to the overshooting B wave resistance. Yeah, it got sort of rejected at the 1.38 retracement, yeah. So this could be a scenario, and then we are now working on the wave 5. But is this the most likely scenario? Probably not, because also here we've basically come down to low. So what is my primary? My primary at the moment would be the one that I showed you actually. It's just not great with a structure where you've got each subwave as an ABC, because it always needs proof. So it's not the best structure to work with, okay? It's a bit messy. But for now, I would assume that we are probably heading down here in the wave 2. And I already had this support area on the chart from the last video. Now we are going to change this now based on that move to the upside and based on our latest way of drawing these boxes, where I'm actually looking at or adding the fib levels already on there. I'm going to only give it a yellow support area. The reason is, so not green, green is, let's say, lowest risk. The reason is that there is a bit of a lack of clarity here in terms of the wave count, because I don't like the 3-wave move at the end. So that leaves a little bit of ambiguity here in terms of how this can be interpreted. But for now, primary expectation would be we're coming down in a wave 2, should reach this support area. I don't see at the moment any reason not to expect it will reach the support area here. By the way, looking at the structure here, I would say this here was an A wave down, then here a B wave, and we're coming down in C. Ideally, the C wave goes below the A wave low, so I expect strong support at around 65.7 cents. That's the A wave low and the 50% retracement. A drop below that will take it to 59.1. At the very least, I would expect it to hit the 50% level. Yeah, can go down lower, yeah, surely. And if I'm looking at the length of the A wave, go to the high of the B wave, then an ideal target for a C wave is the 1-to-1 ratio. So we're looking actually at 60 cents. So yeah, I would expect it to go a little lower, because ideally the C wave goes below the low of the A wave, and the 1-to-1 ratio is an ideal target, yeah. So the first target for a C wave is the 61.8 extension, but that was already broken and we actually retested it from below. So I'm quite happy to say that I still expect further downside here in a clearer wave C. If it doesn't even get to the 56.8 cents, 65.8 cent level, then I think we've got one of the other scenarios I highlighted. We might still be working on the fourth wave or the fifth wave, but for now, I don't see any reason not to expect it to hit this support area. If it doesn't reach it, it should do so later, and we might just get something that's possible for some other coins as well. For example, an extended B wave. That's possible as well. A wave, B wave, C wave in B. So that could give us another move to the upside. But I mean, what you can clearly see is that we are sort of getting very, very close to key support here, that A wave low, the 50% level. So wouldn't be surprised for some kind of a bounce from here. So you could be watching for a bounce. Maybe that bounce will lead to a larger B wave, or already to the next rally in the third wave. But yeah, that's sort of where we are. I would say downside pressure remains as long as we stay below the 73.3 cent level, the last swing high. As long as that is intact, I would expect stronger downside movement, and downside pressure intact, but watch for a reversal or at least a reaction at 65.8 cents. Now, reaction doesn't mean the downtrend is over, but it means we could get a bounce. So, if someone wanted to choose into this area, I mean, this is the larger wave 2, possibly, and there should be a third wave coming to the upside, or ABC, also possible. Then there's a way to scale into this area at each of the fib levels. Of course, lowest position size up there, going larger as we go lower, but that's just how I would normally do it. No financial advice. So yeah, that's sort of how I look at the Sandbox. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.